I've been seeing a lot of negative talk about Apollo Interfaces recently. Now, I'm not here to sound like a sponsor. However, I do want to talk about why I enjoy using Apollo Interfaces as a full-time engineer. Welcome to the Verify Sounds channel. If you're new here and you enjoy this type of content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you'll never miss a new upload. If you're already subscribed, welcome back. Glad to have you tuned in. Let's jump right into it. Feel free to use the chapters listed on this video to skip right to the parts that you care about most. When you're shopping for an audio interface, you may see a lot of great pricing options. You may have also ran across some of these recording packages on Amazon. But let me tell you what you've already heard before, many of times. You get what you pay for. These budget packages are exactly what they sound like. Budget packages. If you're looking for something that will simply just get the job done, choose a package that will complement your needs as well as your budget. These are great bundles at great prices, but I'm sure they will all perform just as well, especially when you're just building up your first setup. Now, I'm not going to tell you to just skip over the beginner stage and jump to an Apollo interface right away, but like I said before, you get what you pay for. The build quality of the desktop Apollo interfaces are just far better than the budget options on the market. You get industry standard plugins right out of the box. Yeah, those same plugins that everyone's just saying that are just too expensive, especially when compared to a company like Waves. If you haven't been keeping up, let me let you in on something. The standard for buying plugins is slowly but surely shifting to subscription models, just like Waves charging you to keep these one-time buy plugins updated. I can't hate the idea of that. But as a businessman, I just wish I thought of it first, you know. With UAD plugins, you could use them for however long you want because you own them. Yeah, they may come out with something new, but most of these plugins are emulations of actual analog gear, not just some cheesy clone emulations. Now let's get into recording. Most of my clients are recording over beats their producers sent or YouTube beats. So 9 times out of 10, we aren't really recording instruments. But if you need it, the Apollos come with at least one high-Z input, perfect for electric guitars and external synths. But if you're just mainly recording vocals, let's be honest, this is a top-tier interface, mainly because you can record with effects with little to no latency using the console app. Now, to the average creator, this may sound a little unnecessary, especially if you're just going to send those raw vocals to your engineer anyways. But this basically means no matter what microphone you have, you can shape the sound however you want it, without needing any external EQs or compressors. I have a preset vocal chain in the app that I use specifically just for my Avantone CV12 because they're known to build up a lot in the 500 Hz range. I also use UAD Antares Auto-Tune within the console because I use low latency monitoring within Pro Tools, which requires me to directly monitor my vocals through the interface. Budget interfaces have the option to direct monitor, however you won't be able to use these effects like the Auto-Tune that actually is from Antares and whatever reverbs that you want to use. But if you don't need any effects while recording, you can stop the video right here and you can just save yourself a few $100s and go with whatever budget interface that you want. But all in all, I do recommend everyone give it a try. The main downside to the Apollo lineup is that you can't use their plugins without being connected to the interface itself. And on the other side of that, they just might be a little more costly than you're expecting for interfaces. You're spending a minimum of $600 to $700 and you didn't even get a mic or some headphones yet. So I know it can sound a little tough. Also, here's a side note. I don't use the UAD Apollos because my computer isn't fast enough to process the plugins. I run a base model Mac Mini, M1 of course, and it's fast enough to get everything done that I need. So I don't actually have to use the DSP on the UAD. However, it just helps. And if you don't have the most updated computer, make sure that your spec requirements for your DAW and your hardware is inspected before you make a purchase. So with all that being said, I think everyone should give it a try, especially if you can afford it. Whether it's going to be an upgrade or you're just going to start out for the first time building your setup. Whatever interface you choose, just go create and be great. Once again, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you're notified. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you agree. And if you disagree, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what interfaces you guys already use or which ones you're choosing to buy right now. As always, my name is Rae from Verify Sounds, and I hope to see you in the next video.